The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares. A forsaken symbol of Batman's failure. A monument to fear. But more than that, we're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter of a blast that will transform the entire eastern coast of America into my domain.
Going back for another.
I need to stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
How are we doing? Almost there. Almost there. Don't stop now.
It's over, hero. Goodbye.
Gentlemen, tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever. The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares. A forsaken symbol of Batman's failure. A monument to fear. But more than that, we're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter. That will transform the entire east coast of America into my domain.
I need to stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
Blast radius is at 23 miles and driving.
Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here? Gotham is going to pay for what its savior did to me.
Nothing to report. Nothing here. Nothing. We'll be fine if we keep it tight and work together.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 31 miles and driving.
Where's the night? We need backup. Running the occupation. Keep moving.
Have been given a task. Complete that task, and pray that you will not experience my fear toxin firsthand. The people of Gotham can run all they like, but they will not avoid their fate.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 46 miles and driving.
You're too late, Batman. The place is gonna blow. Yeah, get the hell out of here while you're here at the substation! We need eyes on target now. Heading up, track him! He went this way!
Each element you carry is vital to my plan. My toxin's design has been perfected over years of clinical trials. The speed at which it enters the bloodstream is matched only by the ferocity with which it takes hold.
Oh, God. I thought we were ready for him. Something moving down there. It's nothing.
It appears that the flow of chemicals has stopped, which can only mean that you are here, Batman. I've been looking forward to seeing you again.
Do you really think you've won? Fear makes you predictable. am in complete control.
How do I shut it down?
Let me go, or she dies.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
Have you found him?
Get out of there! Now!
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
Nothing hurts like losing one of the family. Knowing that there is no one to blame but yourself.
Alfred.
I heard what that maniac said to you, sir. I've been trying to contact Miss Gordon, unfortunately with no success.
Keep trying.
Warning, explosion imminent. Preparing neutralizing agent.
What are you doing? It's too late. You can't stop it.
I know. I'm not trying to stop it, but I can reduce the blast radius.
And what will happen to you?
That doesn't matter. Find her, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed.
These canisters are highly volatile. I'm going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Sir, I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
To be more careful. Slow and steady. Not too fast.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 25%.
Where is she, Alfred?
I have no idea.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce. She'll be as angry as you are that she's allowed this to happen. Sir, listen to me. Don't you see? This is what he wants. Without you, Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 50%.
I'm monitoring that facility. You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
Master Bruce, I implore you. You must get out of there. If this is about Miss Gordon, you cannot blame yourself for what's happened. Save yourself before it's too late.
Goodbye, Alfred.
the hell am I supposed to get in?
Voice pattern analyzed. Identification confirmed. Welcome, Commissioner Gordon.
Unbelievable. What the hell is this place?
Coming in here eyeballing me. You think you can police me? Nobody polices the Goliath.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You are the police commissioner. Your face was on that billboard they were...
Miss me already, Bats? Oh, it's you, Commissioner Boredom. What have you done with my soulmate? If you try to come between us, I'll carve you a smile so wide, your head falls off.
Commissioner, thank God. You have to get me out of here. They've locked me up, running tests like I'm some kind of guinea pig. There's nothing wrong with me.
Batman.
I'm glad you came, Jim. You need to see this.
What is this place? Who are these people?
Before it killed him, Joker sent his infected blood out to all the hospitals in the state.
I know, we tracked it all down.
We missed some.
How?
Hospital errors. Transfusions that went unrecorded. 5 people were affected. Untreated, the blood's gestated too long. It's altering them. They're becoming...
Joker. My God.
It's a form of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, but mutated beyond anything on medical record.
What about that one? He doesn't look like the others.
Henry Adams. He's been infected the longest, but he's symptomless. Immune to Joker's blood. I've got Robin running tests to find out why. One thing's for certain. Henry's the key to all this.
I've cooperated. I've done everything you asked. You said it would only take a few days.
You can't hold him here against his will.
We're close, Jim. We can't let him go until we save the others.
Wait. You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing.
here soon.
Can you hear me, Bruce? Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. He's stuck deep inside you. Together, we're going to give this thing what it deserves. A new Batman. A better Batman. A darker one. We can come back to this later. First, we need to agree on some priorities. Sure, you saved the city by reducing the blast, but Ace Chemicals is still about to explode. You need to start looking out for yourself. After all, you're brooding for two now. Oh, Bats, I've missed you. All the subtlety and nuance of a nail bronze enemy.
Warning, explosion imminent.
Alfred.
Oh, thank God. When the explosion... I thought you might be...
It's okay, Alfred. I managed to reduce the blast radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what about Scarecrow? Or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles. Their forces are all over Gotham.
Crane got away. I was exposed to his toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction. But it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir, did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact you.
Thanks, Alfred. Jim.
You got out. See, I said you wouldn't let me down.
I need to speak to you.
Sure. What is it?
Meet me outside GCPD prisoner detention. I'm heading there now. Alfred, analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
I'll perform a full analysis of the occupying forces and report back shortly, sir.
You might fool everyone else, but you can't fool me. There's something different about you. You're afraid. You've always buried your fears.
Riddler, tell me what you know. All right, I'll talk. Just don't hurt me.
Good.
Something in the darkness of your mind, isn't it? Something even you can't control. The cracks are forming and pushes its way to the surface. I can almost taste it.
Batman spotted! Chinatown! I don't think I've ever killed a Chinatown unit destroyed!
take out the enemy vehicles before entering the GCPD lockup.
Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding. Lost the Rattler.
Control, Falcon 4. Drone spotted in the cauldron. Over.
Wait to see the look on his face when you tell him his daughter's been kidnapped. And it's all your fault.
I've gotta go. Batman's here.
What's wrong?
Jim,
Come on, you're scaring me.
it's Barbara. She's been taken.
No. I spoke to her. She said she got out. She left hours ago.
Stay calm. We'll get her back.
Which one? Who's got my little girl?
Scarecrow. They took her from the clock tower.
All right, we need to go. There could be a clue, something that will lead us to her.
I'll follow. Stay in contact.
You've got to tell him it's your fault at some point, Bats. And the great thing is, I'll be standing right there when you do.
Jim, I need you to stay focused. It's dangerous out there. Drive slow and let me deal with any trouble.
Why did I let this happen?
There's no way you could have predicted this, Jim.
It's my job to predict it as a cop and a father. The whole thing's gone down on my watch. Up ahead, we've got company. Who are they?
Melissa, I'll handle it. Jim needs my help. I should stay close and protect him.
Knight, your priority is to apprehend Commissioner Gordon. I say again, your priority is to apprehend the Commissioner. I want him alive. Let nothing stand in your way.
Engaging target. I can't keep them off track. You got him. One more left, Batman. Take this bastard out. Can't shake these guys. Light him up. These cars ain't built for this. Fire! Trying to take me out! That's it. That's the last of them. We're clear.
It's too dangerous, Jim. Get in the Batmobile. I'll take us to the clock tower.
Just get us there in one piece, Batman. We're running out of time.
Sir, before you head to the clock tower, I thought you may like to hear the analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces you requested.
What have you got, Alfred?
I've set the Bat computer to analyze militia presence across the 3 islands and provide you with a real-time representation of the occupation's strength in each zone. As you can see, Miagani Island is heavily occupied, with a substantial drone ground force controlling the roads. Founders Island is the militia stronghold, protected by long-range radars and a missile launcher. I'd recommend keeping the Batmobile away from there for the time being. The remaining drone forces on Bleak Island have been redeployed to protect the clock tower, so expect significant resistance.
Thanks, Alfred. I'm heading there now.
Sergeant!
Yes, sir?
The extraction squad's down. Take control of the clock tower drones. He's coming.
Switching to manual control. I'll stop him, sir.
talk.
Sure, whatever you say.
We're done.
Jim, the clock tower's surrounded. I'll clear the area. You know when it's safe to head inside.
Alpha target flanked! Drone. You're losing drone, Sergeant! The movement on that thing, it's difficult to get a lock! I only see 5 drones online. He's using high-caliber rounds. Titanium tipped, maybe tungsten carbide. Whatever it is, it's ripping us to shreds. Stop him!
There are militia troops all over the clock tower, Jim. You'll be safe in the Batmobile. I'll let you know when the area is secure.
I'm not just sitting here while you go after those bastards.
Yes, you are, Jim. Barbara wouldn't want you to get yourself killed. I'll be in touch the minute I'm done.
The second.
You guys okay? You see anything? Report! Nothing! I don't like it!
It's not safe to enter without taking out the militia troops on the roof of the clock tower.
When he shows, we've got to be ready. You hesitate for a second and he'll knock you out cold. It's what the Knight trained us for. I'm ready. Good. Now keep a lookout. He's coming. You know, I just walked right in. I guess she thought she was safe. We're wasting our time. The bat's not gonna show. The boss says he'll be looking for that Gordon chick. We've got tanks patrolling the area. No way he'll get through that. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna show. 50 Bucks says he's up there watching us right now. No way. We would have seen him. This isn't over. Ace was nothing compared to the scarecrow I have planned. This way! Over here! Look out! Look out! Look out! Come on! Find him! Checking on man down. Good idea. Guy's out cold. Bat hits hard. Bullets hit harder. Bring them on. Nothing we can do for him. Look out! I see him! Between the buildings! He's heading up! Track him! Was it really him? Of course it was him. He took the bait, just like the boss said. Bait? What, are we bait now? Not us, the Commissioner's daughter. You were so slow back at Ace. Scarecrow nearly detonated his bomb. I expected better. Hey, what happened to you?
Man down! Who's left? Report in! Just me and you, Bat.
Jim, the area is secure. Meet me in the clock tower.
I'm impressed. Your tricks don't stay new for long, Batman.
Colleen? Is that you again?
Candy grab! Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on. Show a little spine. Just wait till your father gets home. He's going to be furious about all this mess. Nothing like a trip down old memory lane, eh, Bats? And now a front row seat to the main event. You would have thought old Jim Gordon had been through enough. First, some handsome young maniac cripples his daughter. Now he's blaming himself for her being taken. You really should tell him this is your fault, Bats. I'm sure he'll understand. I mean, it's not like you went out and got his daughter killed. Well, not yet anyway. The night's still young.
Jim's on his way up. I can't do that now.
Oh, God, no.
This isn't your fault, Jim.
Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me. I should have been here.
There's something I need to show you.
We haven't got time. She's not like us.
Identity confirmed.
She's strong, Jim. Stronger than you realize.
She works for you? This is all your fault.
I will find her.
She's my family! My daughter! She's all I've got! I never should have trusted you. Never! I'll do this on my own. Stay away from my family.
I think that went quite well, considering. Of course, I wouldn't have told him, but that's why it's so liberating being me. You've got a lot to look forward to, Bats.
I need to find out what happened to Barbara. They covered their tracks by disabling the clock tower security cameras. If I hack the municipal CCTV system, I should be able to monitor all access points to the building. That's no good. I need to find out who took Barbara and how they're transporting her. No, that won't work. I need to find out how Barbara was taken. That's the Arkham Knight. He's got Barbara. I need to confirm which car he took her in. There. That's the vehicle they took Barbara away in. Those tires are Amertech D60s. I can program the Batmobile to track their unique tread pattern. It'll lead me right to them.
Lockdown clock tower. Authorization, Batman.
Now that I think about it, how did Scarecrow know to go after your IT department? I mean, I had no idea she worked for you when I shot her. I just got lucky. Seriously, I was aiming for her head. Oh, if I'd only had a video camera when I swept Barbara off the feet. Poor old Jimbo had to make do with a slideshow.
Batmobile forensic scanner to follow them. the Arkham Knight's name.
As do I, Master Bruce. He has presumably chosen that title for a reason. Where do you suggest we start?
Arkham City. Go through the files of every inmate who was released following the death of Hugo Strange. And Alfred.
Sir?
They knew about Barbara. Activate the Batcave security protocols. Don't drop your guard.
Oh, crap! It's Batman! Get us out of here!
Jeez, he's coming after us!
I've got Oracle, Batman. Now you can do it. Just gotta find me. But Gotham's a big place, and there's a whole army between us. All ready for you.
The militia have deployed a device. It's burrowed deep into the road.
Yes, I see it. Similar devices are being planted across the city.
I'll investigate. Need to investigate that device. It could be dangerous. It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, should you really be standing quite so close?
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Batcomputer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection, it will flatten everything within a 4-block radius.
As you predicted, sir, he's trying to defuse the device. He requested a bit deployed.
You need those bombs in place, Sergeant. There are different.
I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. Batman's taking out a Rattler. He got a drone. No! Direct hit! Yeah!
These machines are relentless. Unlike you, they don't give up. They don't hesitate, they don't hold back, and they are not afraid of you, Batman.
The bomb's payload is exposed. We can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You think that's it, Dark Knight? I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me. Look at a charged traitor if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
He's on our tail! Outrun that thing!
Come on, lose him!
Our army is trained, Batman. Disciplined and loyal. They lack the cowardice you rely on and exploit.
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Aktuální Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will adapt. Stay alert. Watch the skies.
These tanks and stuff must have cost a fortune.
Detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the evidence to get into the transport network.
Transport network. Knight said to are the last men. I teach you every move he's got, and you still don't see him coming. Pathetic! What's wrong? You went this way! Target lost. Spread out. I'm gonna check for casualties. Nothing we can do for him. We spread out, get revenge. Using the floor crates? Good move. Here's mine. Batman's under the floor. Destroy those crates and flush them out. This will flush him out. Deploying thermobaric charge. 3, 2, 1. Burn, Batman. Leave him. We need to look out for ourselves. Mine those vantage points. Oh. Moving to mine the vantage point. Planting mine on vantage point. There's just one left, Batman. Stop playing around and finish him. We got plenty more. Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now. Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
Find the bat. Drag him out of that tank of car. is, fellas. What do you call the guy who takes down the facts?
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know anything. I swear. I just tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Nigma's play?
I ain't got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of those trophies nearby. That's it. You gotta believe me.
I do.
That had better be you, and you had better be sorry.
Keep still.
Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself? What a pair you make. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things.
Take it out!
No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll come back for you. Stay here.
I'm wearing a bomb, Batman. Of course I'm staying here. Go get my keys. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you save the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped?
A GCPD helicopter reported a hostage situation in Port Adams, sir. One of the Station 17 firefighters. The captors are entrenched with firearms. Rather a lot of them.
I killed half of her already.
The chief's gonna make you all pay for this! What, you kidding me? Arkham Knight. Never heard of him before tonight.
That's funny you think the chief is gonna suddenly appear and take us out, like he's some kind of superhero.
Fancy militia with their fancy guns. We're the real muscle in this town.
Ain't no rescue party coming for you, Pat.
Hey, what happened to you?
What's happening out there? Everyone okay?
Is that?
This guy, is he dead?
He went this way.
We can't wake him up, but we're gonna find the bat who took him out.
Talk to me, guys. You all okay?
Get back. Setting a mine. I'm gonna go check on my friend.
Where?
Over here. I'll back you up. Oh no. Oh God.
Help! Over here! He's getting away!
We can't help him. He's out cold. Keep a lookout. Mine's ready, guys. I'm gonna check on this guy. Where is he? This way. See you there. Get back. Setting a mine.
Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere, this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. Have you found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait here. I'll arrange for you to be taken to safety. The fire crew are out there and in danger. I'm going to get them back. I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being... He's coming. Mama Girl's online and ready to engage. Diamondback's hit! It won't take another strike! Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman.
Arkham Knight, come in. Defense is breached. He's moving onto Miyagani Island.
Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down.
Arkham Knight belongs to your death, Batman. Yet I promised him I'd give you a worse fate than that.
Drone unit in Kingston is down!
Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce.
You got him! Sir, I'm engaging. Rattler offline! Armor breach on Mama Drone! We lost one, sir. He's making you look like a fool. Mamba offline. Rattler down. Multiple drones offline. What the hell was that?
The enemy's acquired simultaneous strike capabilities. Think faster.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power wrench to trigger a controlled explosion.
Sir, you will need to return to the bomb site in order to manually disable it. Sir, may I suggest you manually overload the explosive device? Its core is exposed. Sir, the bomb's core has been exposed, but you'll need to manually disable the device. Master Bruce, I must advise that you
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road.
Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body.
Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face.
Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash.
If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out.
I need to examine the reconstruction. Pinpoint where she landed. Oracle got free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away.
Lucius, Oracle left me the Scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
Someone's lit a burning bat symbol on the Gamby store rooftop. A beacon or a threat? Time to find out.
Enemy spotted! Eastern sector of Miyagami Island! Batman took out a drone. Make him pay! Drones in Bristol offline! What I hear, Scarecrow nearly turned the whole Ace Chem factory into a bunker. You're gonna pay! Where the drone's been hit! Direct hit on a rat! I've killed plenty of guys in my time. Always fun seeing how they die. This is Falcon 3. We have eyes on a burning bat symbol on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. Over.
I trust you have not forgotten me, Batman.
Azrael.
Dark days are here, Batman. The prophecy has come true. From the ashes of Arkham City, the fires are raging, and Gotham is burning.
What do you want?
I can see that same fire in your eyes. Before this night is through, that fire will consume you. Gotham will need a new savior, a new guardian, a new Batman.
I'm not finished just yet.
You cannot carry this burden forever. I have studied you for a long time. You have a code. You will not kill. Then neither shall I. The Order has foreseen it. The time has come to pass the mantle to another warrior. To me.
If you can prove your abilities, when the time is right, I'll consider it. But first, you must show you are worthy.
As you wish.
Show potential. Contact me when you're ready to take the next step.
Sir, I've captured Azrael's performance.
Good work, Alfred. Run the usual physiological tests.
Then am I to understand you're considering him as your successor?
None of us know what will happen after tonight. I'll be in touch.
Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible. System has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control.
Firefly. You beat me once. That's a long time ago.
Sir, I believe we've met that charming pyromaniac before.
Firefly.
It seems Scarecrow made everyone aware that Gotham would be defenseless tonight.
He's dangerous, Alfred. Keep watch for more fires. A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Enigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selina's life depends on it.
You had enough yet, punk? Speak up, we can't hear you. You won't win. Still think the bat's coming to save the day, huh? Yeah, I'd like to see him try. But all these guns will fill him full of lead. Guns don't stop him. This many will. We got...
Ah, Detective, you arrived. I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or... What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom, really fast. Tick-tock, Detective, tick-tock. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
Disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Attention, Detective. Go left. Oh, Detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, Detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Dark Knight, the ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admitted...
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. Too many more. Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop them, then I need to investigate the crime scene for clues. Found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.
Dark Knight, eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are? These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. Simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. Detective? Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. You're upside down? Oh, Dark Knight, I presumed a base level of competency when designing these trials. Base level of competency.
I did it! I actually did it! I mean, of course I did. Good. As expected.
So elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. Oh dear, Dark Knight, you don't stand a remote chance of solving this one. Don't give up, not yet. It's far too much fun watching you try.
It might help if I use the remote back up here.
This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Mind the gap, Detective. Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. Congratulations, Dark Knight. You've earned the right to play the next part of the puzzle. head over to the board.
Oh joy. Time to play the will my head explode game again. You'd better be right, Batman. Head still attached? Great. Collar still attached? Not so great.
Congratulations! You've achieved the very minor victory of not being as stupid as you look. Not stupid as you look. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. on, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting.
Orphanage.
Selena's still trapped in the orphanage. Enigma's got something in store for us both when I get there.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck. Good luck. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark. Well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry, do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading Feng Shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Your mockery is pointless, Cat. I don't have any friends at all. You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Catwoman. Batman, you're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission. Why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant? For me to analyze, Dark Knight. My programming animates these beautiful creations, Dark Knight. My engineering gave them shape. Not one of your absurd bat contraptions is so brilliant. Prototypes, Dark Knight. These are merely prototypes. So try to mitigate that primal feeling of triumph upon defeating one. It's quite liberating to have freed myself from reliance on Gotham's ill-educated muscle, Detective. Every robot you defeat merely provides more data for me to analyze, Dark Knight. Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? That was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
Hey, Bats. When did Catwoman get so cute?
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless, self-aggrandizing commentary.
Still torn up about Talia al Ghul. Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate the corpse have probably forgotten about it by now. You gonna turn down this fine opportunity for romance just because I blew your last girlfriend's lungs out? Take a tip from your wingman, Ruthie. A lady's pick.
Preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. Ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrapped. 500 dead bats of pressure. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an unredeemable idiot? Feeling claustrophobic, detective? Get ready for the final lap. Careful, detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. You'll be crushed, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part. And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Riddler's trials in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Oh, Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber.
Eject you from the chamber.
Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. Capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. En route to the next one? As capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. The next key awaits you.
He awaits you.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part. Okay, time to possibly maybe die.
Well, they're not going to reopen the orphanage anytime soon. Good work, Detective. You are literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly
More cabinets.
pretend to be.
Great. I love this part.
He awaits you. He awaits you.
Okay, time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait. Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and his trial.
I've lost the drone.
Cat, the Arkham Knight's drone deployment has been wiped out. Your men can resume patrols on Via Guardian.
You got it, Batman.
Tonight's the night we stick it to the bat. About time, if you ask me.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.